conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'm gonna need something, I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz with this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving up. Hit me on the silly, try to sell me on something. Well, I hope her shit to me going like kill it. They trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't telling what you mean. You trying to tell me bad, we're going to get you back. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. New chick, she don't know the occupation. I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'm gonna need something, I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
I just got to pee once.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. This is Breida. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On 1st down, here's Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. Is this interception? Carlton Davis picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And his throw here is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flushed out right. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Shaq Lawson in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now Breida on a toss left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decided to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Tua finding Gesicki there for Dolphin first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 59 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Buccaneers 7.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now it's Wilson. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. And Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long, because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came to this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Brady flush to his right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Leonard Fournette takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown. Good play. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 60 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
The return man, Wilson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Here's Tua. And that's caught inside the 30. is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Vita Vea coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A touchdown the differential. A 7-point game as we get back under. This will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On the jet sweep, this is Godwin. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29 yards.
On first down, Brady.
Tampa Bay.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Brady. Steps away to his left. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. What a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball, but instead it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Roethlisberger will throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and he's got this down to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. The 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Cody, supper's pretty much done.
Spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
Again, it'll be Connor.
2-yard line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll run with Fournette, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Brady.
The 34-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Flushed out right. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Then to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. To throw, it's Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
On the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Steeler 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10.
The final shot before half for Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. He's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
On second and 12, Brady.
48-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. 20.
Brady's
first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes our score 17-0. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The 37-yard line.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Made by Devin Bush. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and...
Brady now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Thrown in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown. There to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football on the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, a give to Connor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now an option play on 2nd down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. The Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers. There to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.